So looking at our unloading chain, obviously there's some maintenance on the chain itself, but really why I wanted to point that out. First of all, there are shear bolts for this unloading system. So right here, if you do happen to overload your unloading auger, it'll pop that shear bolt. Pretty quick and easy to pop a new bolt in and get running again. But if you also look at what John Deere's come out with lately with performance upgrade kits, we can upgrade these combines all the way back for any S700 series machine and put a cross auger shutoff kit in. What that'll do is, even if you can't get the grain tank all the way empty, it'll put clutches on your drag augers and it'll shut those off about 6 seconds prior to your main unloading tube shutting off. Everything cleans out, it's empty, and then the next time you start it, there's a lot less load on that system.
One other thing I want to talk about is your fountain auger and adjustments that can be made to it, along with a few wear items to look at, maintenance items to look at as well. So when you drop your fountain auger, it's good to look in here at your drive sprocket, and your auger itself. Current model year machines now have the dog ear with the pegs that drive the fountain auger itself. Previous models had a Lovejoy style coupler. With either one, you want to inspect the drive and the coupler both to make sure they're in good condition. Also, if you replace the auger, when you replace it, you want to inspect and make sure both of these latches are nice and secure, pulling this fountain auger up. This is what helps connect the drive between the auger and the gearbox. If that is loose, it'll allow this auger tube to move over, thus making the drive separate, which could slip. Once they slip, what'll happen is the clean grain elevator will backfeed and you'll plug your clean grain elevator. When you install the new auger, when you put it in, you'll slide it all in, get it set, get it seated right, make sure that the drives are connecting properly. These holes are slotted holes. Make sure this is slid down and tightened secure. If you don't tighten them secure, it will allow this to work up, then your drive can separate at the bottom. Another adjustment is your cross auger covers. These covers can be raised and lowered on the right side or the left side. As the machine's unloading, depending on what kind of crops you're unloading, if you're unloading high moisture corn, you're probably not going to want the covers all the way up. With the covers all the way up, that's going to give you max unload capacity. When you are in wet conditions or heavier seed that pull hard, it's a good idea to either drop one side of the covers or drop the covers all together to kind of help slow that material down, so when you turn your auger on, especially if your augers are all full, you won't break a shear pin. Another thing that we can do, and we touch on this in another video, is if you are doing a lot of unloading on the go, shutting the grain tank off with the auger full, there is cross auger shutoff puck kits available that you can install that will allow you to shut the cross augers off independently of the main unload auger.
There's also a calibration that you can do too. If that calibration gets off for the clutch on that unloading system, that can cause some of those shear bolt issues. So that'd probably be a starting point, but the cross auger shutoff kit, especially combined with the aimable spout puck kit, it's a great option, like I said, for any S700 combine.